So we're going to have another vlog today, but before I start, I want to thank everyone once again who subscribed. I see you, we're growing slowly but sure. And for those of you who've not yet subscribed, I really want to know, why have you not yet subscribed? I mean, from the number of my family members or followers, as people generally call them on my Instagram, I mean, if all of you subscribed, would really be doing great. So maybe, I don't know, you could be having a reason. Maybe I'm not yet posting the kind of content you like. So this is your chance. You let me know in the comment section what kind of content you'd be interested in, or maybe just let me know why you've not yet subscribed. In the past videos, if you've not yet watched my videos, I have a video about who am I, why am I on this journey. I have a Q&A, very funny one, you should watch that. I have, I think, 2 travel vlogs, and roughly I have, I think, I've not thought about it right now, but I think I have like 5 videos so far. Today we're starting to dive right in a little bit into the serious things that I promised that I'm intending actually to do on this journey. Of course, there'll be fun videos every now and then, travel vlogs. But today we're starting with something that many of you are very interested in. We're starting with something that has been filling up my Instagram DM, you know, the question that I've been getting. And speaking of Instagram, I'll link that up. Follow me also on Instagram under the handle Rooshoff. Actually, all my social media channels are under the name Rooshoff. So enough with the banter. I'll dig right in. Our topic today is legal ways of moving or migrating to Germany, or maybe just traveling to Germany. So I'll start like with the legal ways, and then there are the other not so legal ways, okay? The very first one that I'm starting with is the way of someone that is skilled. Skilled, I mean professionally skilled. I've had lots of DMs of people who, you know, have like the degrees, the masters, the PhDs, in African countries, in other countries, who want to have an opportunity to work in Europe, particularly German, and those fall under the category of skilled workers. So the German government actually opened up its labor market for skilled workers in 2020. That was like middle 2020. That means it extends opportunities for skilled professionals outside the EU to come and work in the European Union. So the process is actually very easy. There are websites, and there's a system set in place to assist you, like work on the whole process, like how do you get your visa and so on and so forth. But most of all, before you even start your visa application as a skilled worker, you must get your professional qualification verified through the German system to make sure that it's verified. It's called the Anerkennung system, but I'll not be going into the details today, otherwise the video will be very long. So that will be probably my next video, like giving you the step to step of getting that visa, of coming here as a skilled worker. So that's point number 1. Maybe I can also say the kind of skilled workers that are really urgently needed are more in the health sector, the technical sector, and the caregiving sector. But of course, all other professions are actually also desired, but like those are the hot cakes, I would say. Speaking of work, coming on a work visa, that means there's also, of course, a work visa for not the skilled workers or unskilled workers. Like, for example, the question I get a lot is about coming to Germany as an au pair. Yes, it's very possible to come to Germany as an au pair. There's an entire process. There, what do you call it? Like, there are procedures, and there are particular points that you must fulfill, or standards you must fulfill to come to Germany as an au pair. Au pair Mädchen, translated to English, I would say it's like a house manager or a housekeeper, but mainly taking care of children. I've thought so much about that, and I think I'll do a complete video about coming to Germany as an au pair, because believe you me, I've had more than 100 DMs of people asking me about the process, how they can get here, who are particularly interested in coming as au pair Mädchen. So we're going on to the next point. Another way of legally, we're concentrating on how to legally move to Germany. Another legal way is coming like if it's a family reunion, if you have like maybe your husband or spouse staying here, or for some people who just want to get a chance to come to Germany, you could come like to visit me if I'm your sister, you know, or you're inviting my mom or my dad to come and visit me. But mainly the family reunion is actually for someone who's coming to like really stay here. For inviting like my mom or brother to come and visit me, that would be another category of the visitor visa. But the family reunion is mainly if you have like your spouse here or my children here, for example, and I want to move and join my children. So that means bringing of the families together. This visa is also very, very easy to get. Of course, you must fulfill the, what is the word? My English is terrible because I speak too much German. You must fulfill the, there's like the standards, you know, that you must fulfill. And the person that you're coming to join here, of course, has to prove that you're a family. If it's your spouse, for example, they will need their passport, their birth certificate, and so on. But I'll dive into that in the next video. The next kind of possibility of coming to Germany is coming on a student visa. And I think actually if you're someone who has the opportunity, it's, of course, you must be a student, or you must be at least someone who's finished their undergraduate, or you've done your high school and you want to do your undergraduate in Germany. It's one of the easiest and I think even the best visa. So there are two options. Either you're coming as someone who is self-sponsoring yourself. That means you just look for universities in Germany, apply, and if they admit you, you work on the whole process yourself financially and logistically and everything, and move to Germany. Second option is you come on a scholarship program. I'll be sharing also in the next video links to these scholarships, but to say a little bit, there are always scholarships online. Just go on Google, just follow the social media handles from for example, the German embassy, you know, follow the GIZ social media handle, follow the different universities that you're interested in on social media. They always give out scholarships. It's normally around March, because the intakes here in Germany are always around September, October. So you want to start early to be able to join the university. And then there's an entire process, like for example, someone who's coming to study here on your own and you've not got a scholarship, there's a certain amount of money, like a minimum financial evidence you must give that you're able to take care of yourself, for example, for the first year of your university studies. So that's something I'll talk about next time. And this is also your chance, of course, like if you're interested in any of the above listed kind of visa categories or moving possibilities, you can ask me in the comment section, like maybe how far you are with your process or what exactly you're interested in, and it makes it much easier for me to give you the exact information. Whoa, that's a lot of information at the same time. I know. And that's exactly why I'm not going deep into it. For me, this is like, you know, the start of this series. You will watch this video right to the end if you want to get all the information, and then it would be very helpful for all of us, I think, if you, after watching the video, then you can ask the questions that are appropriate depending on what you're interested in. Because the problem I'm getting, which is actually not a problem because that's something I'm passionate about and something that I want to do, is I get all these kind of questions and I do back and forth chats, and there are many, way too many, believe me. So I thought the best way, and the reason why I started this YouTube, is the best way to communicate and get to deliver this information properly and appropriately is through such videos. So make sure you make use of the comment section opportunity and let me know the kind of information that you'd be interested in, because the next video is definitely going to be a detailed and informative video of the entire different processes. So where were we? The next type of visa that you can apply for to come to Germany legally is the visit visa. The visit visa is also the very common one, and also I would say easy but not so easy to get. And the example now falls in where I said, for example, if I want to invite my sister or my mother or my dad to visit me just for a visit, there's a visa for 1 month, there's a visa for 3 months, but mostly, I just said but mostly it's mainly up to 3 months. There's also a possibility of getting a 1-year visa, especially for parents, but that is like a very, very rare one. I know there's a possibility, for example, just hypothetical, I got pregnant now with twins and maybe it's a complicated pregnancy or something like that. There's a way I could, for example, easily make it possible to get my mother to come and stay here with me like for a whole year. But that is like special situations, but that's just a very possible visa. And that means if it's a visit visa, the person inviting you has to be involved in the process. There are some documents they have to, like to have, and some process they have to go through to qualify for them to invite someone here. And for you in Uganda, Tanzania, Kenya, Rwanda, Mexico, wherever you are, you also have some documents and some process that you have to go through to be able to come to visit this person. But for as long as the person inviting you has the eligibility of fulfilling all those kind of requirements, then it's very easy for you to get the visa. I'll of course, like I said, be talking about the details of that kind of visa in the next video, like the whole process, what you need. Actually, I think what I'll be doing is I'll be doing a singular video about coming as an au pair. Then I'll be doing a singular video about the entire process of getting a visa to Germany, regardless of what kind of visa you're looking for, and then maybe just a little bit talk about, like give you a small snippet of what kind of requirements you need for a particular visa. The next visa would be, I don't know which one to put first. There's also the asylum visa. Asylum visa means you come to Germany as a refugee. Of course, we've had people who have got that visa when they're already here. The unfortunate process where people are basically coming illegally into Europe or Germany because of their unfortunate situations. We all know those unfortunate videos and stories. We've seen them on TV, or me as a social worker, have had the chance and opportunity to interact with these people and guide them on their journey in life. So we know that is also one way, but I wouldn't say it's the optimal way, but there's also a legal way of coming as an asylum seeker. That means if you're like in your country and you must flee because of the political situation, maybe your life is in danger. At the moment, you also have a lot of gender harassment, especially in African countries. Not even just in African countries, we have it in Europe, even like in Poland, like the LGBT community is not accepted in some countries. You're faced with going to jail. That is also, for example, a reason enough for you to apply for asylum to come like to Germany or Europe. There's the entire process. Of course, they will have to prove everything to be sure that you qualify. It might take long, but if you have all the requirements that are needed for them to prove you're really eligible to come as an asylum seeker, they'll let you in. So next time I'll be talking about the detailed bit, of course, of these two asylum seeking options. And in future, I'm also intending to do an interview with one of the people that I was very lucky to meet through my work process, was in the long run become a very good acquaintance. I'll be doing an interview with you so you can get a first-hand information of what it's like to come to Germany as an asylum seeker, to live as a refugee, and what that entire process entails and how it can turn out. The last legal way of coming to Germany is, of course, coming as an investor. So that means there's also an investment visa. The German government has an investment visa scheme for investors and their family members to live and work in Germany and also do businesses and get permanent residency. Of course, there's also an entire process. You don't just get it, but that's also a very great way of making it to Germany, and which better way than coming to Germany and doing business. And we all know that Germany is a very strong economy, it's a very rich country. So of course, doing business in Germany or coming as an investor is something that would be really very beneficial for any entrepreneur out there. Now, let me take a little break. So as you notice, this video is quite long, it's quite a mouthful, as I noticed, or what the British call too much banter. So I've decided we're going to do a series. So there's going to be a part 1 and a part 2. That was part 1. See you in next time, part 2.